So as you can see, we got another crime scene behind us. This crime scene takes place in Arlington, Virginia. This is the story of Shantae Crawford. So this actually took place on June 19th, 2023. But updates have been obviously, I believe the man was found guilty of the murder of Shantae Crawford. So arrest made in stabbing death of Arlington Shantae Crawford. Police have arrested a 35-year-old man in the stabbing death of a 37-year-old Arlington woman on Monday, June 19th. Alamani Forner is believed to have stabbed Shantae Crawford in their shared apartment during an argument just before 5 a.m. on the 3400 block on Washington Boulevard, Arlington County Police said. So we got another psycho nigga, ladies and gentlemen. Women, if the pussy is good and you know it's good, and the guy starts showing signs of being controlling, then I think you need to put a lock on your pussy because men is killing over the vagina. And I'm not making light or none of this shit is funny, but I'm just being totally honest. Cause I ain't killing nobody over no pussy. I don't give a fuck. It's too much vagina out here. But wait till you guys hear the full details of this horrific story. Prayers, blessings, and love goes to Shantae. Goes to Shantae Crawford family and friends. And I hope they receive the justice that they deserve. Obviously, my dog is making noise and shit. So I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, what the fuck? Is he leaning on the fucking door? Okay, I don't give a fuck about the weather. Let's get to the story. Woman was pregnant when ex-boyfriend stabbed, killed her in their Arlington apartment, partner says. Ex-boyfriend. Now look at the face of this nigga. Look at this shit. I'm gonna just let that shit sit there, guys. Now this nigga look like he mad at how ugly he is, so he'll kill a motherfucker anyway. Now, this is the face, women, of a guy who knows he has no. I don't even know why this beautiful young lady even gave this ugly monster face nigga a chance. Look at this nigga face, this fucking big lip punk motherfucker. You know the police beat his ass. Look how swollen his face is in that mugshot. He looked like he was resisting arrest. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Arlington, Virginia. A woman who was stabbed and killed in Arlington on Monday was pregnant for a few weeks, according to her current boyfriend. Police said a 37-year-old Shantae Crawford was stabbed by 35-year-old Alamani Forner after they got into an argument. The incident happened inside Terwilliger, Terwilliger Place on Washington Boulevard around 5 a.m. So why is this nigga around her house at 5 a.m.? Sounds like stalking vibes. Nigga sound like a stalker to me. With an ugly face like that, if looks could kill, I'm surprised she ain't died looking at that nigga. Lord, I'm sorry, but his ugly ass face. Anyway, officers with the Arlington County Police Department responded to find Crawford in the hallway. Family and friends said that the victim and suspect were together for 12 years, but but still shared the same apartment after they broke up. Ladies. Breakup means women. When you break up with a guy, and guys, if you break up with a girl, that roommate shit is over. That's sending mixed signals when you do that. You know what I mean? And then you probably still having sex. Like, I don't even know how that works. It doesn't work. As you can see, look at the results. And then I know some people, oh, well, it works for me and my ex. That's wow. The only witness inside the apartment was a 39-year-old Michael Webb, who was dating Crawford for about 3 months. Webb, who was visiting, said the two locked themselves in the room when they got into an argument. He later burst through the door when the commotion intensified. So was a hero. Well, I guess he didn't really save her, but I heard a noise and what sounded like a crash, recalled Webb. He had her pinned on the floor between the bed and the wall. There was blood on the wall, and her throat was severely damaged by, I believe, a kitchen knife or something to that extent. Damn, prayers. The woman killed in Arlington this morning was pregnant, says her boyfriend. He was inside the apartment when she was stabbed. He and family tell me it was her ex-boyfriend who stabbed Shante Crawford. The suspect and victim still shared an apartment after their breakup. So obviously, dude was in the crib too. Webb called 911 and tried to get her to safety. He showed WUSA 9 the cuts and blood marks around his fingers from when he stepped in. I hit him in the face and he fell, said Webb. See that? Damn, yo, that's sad. I hit him in the face and he fell, said Webb. I grabbed her and pulled her up and she proceeded to go out of the apartment. We started to make our way down and away from him. We encountered him again and I hit him about 5 times. So he don't fight men. You see that? Coward ass nigga. Stabbed the woman, but wouldn't fight the guy who knocked him out upstairs and was whooping him down the stairs. I hit him in the face and he fell, said Webb. I grabbed her and pulled her up and she proceeded to go out of the apartment. We started to make our way down and away from him. We encountered him again and I hit him about 5 times. Police found Fournier in the building and took him into custody without incident. He was treated for minor injuries at the hospital before he was charged with murder. Damn. So they came, all right. Webb said Crawford recently found out she was pregnant. Her cousin Erica Savoy told WUSA 9 she recently, well, I guess Twitter got it right here for us. Webb called 911 and tried to, so obviously this guy right here is Webb. Let's see. The woman killed in Arlington this morning was pregnant, says her boyfriend. He was inside the apartment when she was stabbed. He and family tell me it was her ex-boyfriend who stabbed Shante Crawford. The suspect and victim still shared an apartment after their breakup. Webb called 911 and tried to get to safety. He showed WUSA 9 the cuts and blood marks around his fingers from when he stepped in. I hit him in the face and he fell, said Webb. I grabbed her and pulled her up and she proceeded. Okay, I think I read that. Or unless they playing that. No. Okay. Webb said Crawford recently found out she was pregnant. Her cousin Erica Savoy told WSA 9. I read that. Crawford also leaves behind her 15-year-old son, Daimori, who is diagnosed with autism. She has a beautiful soul, said Savoy. She was always there to offer help. I lost my child, added Webb. Every time I close my eyes, all I see is her and everything that happened. Damn. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. So, let's see what it's looking like, man. So, ladies, if you break up with a nigga, stay broken up. All that fucking roommate shit, fuck that. Some niggas just can't get over good pussy. And let's get down to the bottom of it, Steven.
All right, we've got some new details to share with you here on a deadly attack that happened in Arlington. Police have charged a man with murdering a woman that he shared an apartment with. It happened about 5 this morning at Terwilliger Place. That's a new apartment complex along Washington Boulevard near Virginia Square. Police responding there to the report of a stabbing. Officers found a woman in a hallway, critically injured, and despite officers' life-saving measures, she died there in that hallway. She's identified as 37-year-old Shantae Crawford. Charged with her murder is 35-year-old Alamami Forna.
Piece of goddamn shit. Ladies. Can't trust these dirtbag bum ass niggas. And look how disgusting that motherfucker looked. His face
All
looked
right, we've got some new details to share with you here on a deadly attack.
his face looked full of disgust and shit. So if you dating an ugly ape looking motherfucker like that nigga with big lips, and he tell you that he don't want to be with you or it's over, run and hide. Women, get a gun. Protect yourself.
So the man accused of stabbing and killing his pregnant ex-girlfriend in Arlington faced a judge this morning. Alamami Forna is charged with first-degree murder for the brutal death of Shantae Crawford. So police say Forna stabbed her in the neck after finding out she was pregnant. Our Matthew Torres live outside of the Arlington County Courthouse. He was the only reporter there at the hearing. And Matthew, I understand you spoke exclusively with the victim's family.
Adam, it was highly emotional and intensely gruesome being in the courtroom today. The family of the victim not only watched the surveillance footage of her trying to escape, but they also listened to that 911 call as she struggled to stay alive. It's hard for anyone to hear the gruesome details of how 37-year-old Shantae Crawford died, but for her family, it was beyond excruciating.
It was
Loved ones struggled to hold back tears in court when they listened to the 911 call by Crawford's boyfriend, Michael Webb, frantically trying to get her help as she struggled to breathe. Surveillance video inside her apartment complex captured the two rushing to the stairwell as Webb used his shirt to wrap around her neck. Police say they were trying to escape her ex-boyfriend, Alamami Forna, who had just stabbed her in the throat in the apartment they still...
Your ex-boyfriend that you still live with stabbed you. And your new boyfriend said
shared last June.
he took her life. She was loved.
WSA9 exclusively spoke to Webb hours after the murder. He's now the key witness for the Commonwealth. Just like what he told us then, Webb testified how he was visiting Crawford when Forna began to argue with her in her bedroom. He described barging in the room after hearing a yell and a thud.
He had her pinned on the floor between the bed and the wall. There was blood on the wall, and her throat was severely damaged by, I believe, a kitchen knife.
Webb testified how the suspect said, quote, "It's finished, it's done." He punched Forna in the face, in the bedroom, and the stairwell where they tried to leave. But he lost sight of both Crawford and her ex as he tried to call police.
So he the nigga that was whooping his ass. That's why his face fucked up.
In another video angle, you see Forna completely naked walking the halls, holding Webb's shirt before police stopped him.
We wanted her to have a better life than what she lived with him, because she could have had more, and he took that chance from her.
Although they were no longer together, her family says Forna was physically and emotionally abusive during their 12-year relationship. Webb accused Forna of being jealous and killed her the same day he learned she was a few weeks pregnant with his child.
If you hated her so much, then why did you just let her leave?
Now we know Crawford also leaves behind a teenage son. His father believes that the suspect could just not let her go, as she was finally getting the right resources and means to start a new chapter and find a new place. As a result of this hearing, this case is now heading to the grand jury. We're live in Arlington, and Matthew Torres, WUSA 9.
Yo, her family members is some ugly motherfuckers. That don't have nothing to do with the fact that they lost a loved one, and prayers and condolences go to them. But she was definitely the prettiest one out of the bunch. And you had this horrific, ugly monster, Planet of the Apes, monkey-faced nigga who killed this beautiful black queen. This stuff is fucking nuts. And totally, totally ridiculous. So reporting live from Arlington, Virginia, that was the case in the story of Shante Crawford and that ugly motherfucker who stabbed her. America will do the right thing with this case. And prayers and condolences to the boyfriend. That nigga's a hero. Imagine the trauma he got to deal with. If you got good pussy, don't live or be roommates with an ex-boyfriend. Niggas is killing over good pussy, ladies. Prayers, condolences to Shante.